What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome to the channel. Today I decided to review a magpul product. I think everyone should have one in their collection. It's going to be the MagLink coupler. Now there are other brands that y'all could buy that does the same thing 100%. If y'all want the other brand, y'all get the other brand. Me personally, a lot of my stuff that's going to be associated with any of my rifles will be a magpul product. For example, my Glock here. All of my magazines will be Glock. It's not going to be any aftermarket or another brand, whatever you want to call them, touching my Glocks. I love magpul a lot, but I know they make their own magazines for the Glock. But I'm still going to buy Glock products for my Glock. Now, for example, if I want to get a new sight, it's going to be something related with Glock. No other company. Even my 33 round magazine is a Glock. So if Glocks don't make lights, right? I don't know if they make lights or not, but if they don't make lights, then yes, I will get a different brand to put on here. 100% different brand. If Glocks got holsters, I'll get a Glock holster. If they don't, I don't know, because I never looked into holsters or lights for Glocks. But if they do, I'll get a Glock holster. If they don't, I'll get another brand. You see what I'm trying to say? Same thing that goes for my AR-15. A lot of the parts that I want will be magpul. But without further ado, let's talk about the couplers. Now, this is the box they come in. I believe I paid $17.99 for a box of one, and I did buy 5 boxes. And I'm actually going to go buy 3 more boxes of the MagLinks. Now, on the back, it does state that you need a 30 or 40 round magazine. Now, in my opinion, when I used to review this product on YouTube, a lot of people had 30 round magazines. I guess it's their choice to have 30 round magazines. I would prefer the 40. Because if you think about it, 60 is lower than 80. It does make the gun weigh down a little more, but I think if I'm in a self-defense situation, that weight is not going to bother me. But anyway, I want to tell y'all why everybody should at least own one coupler, whether it's magpul or not. We're going to give you 2 situations: outside in the public and home defense. Now, when you're outside in the public, let's say if you grab your ARP, which is an AR pistol, and you running a 30 round magazine. Now, when it comes to like a gunfight outside for self-defense, it's completely different from home defense. I guess most of the time when you do get into a shootout, you're going to be in a shootout. Now, let's say you're at the gas station or at a store and you notice a threat that just popped up. You see in your mirror, they run up on your car or something, or you see them from a distance running up on you. Some states is open carry. So let's say if you're in a state that's open carry. If you see that threat coming to you, you may not grab an extra magazine. You may just grab your ARP. Or even if you got a 16-inch rifle, you may grab that. But if you watch all the videos on YouTube, it doesn't look like people carry extra magazines with them, or it's just not on them. So if you are in the car and you see that threat coming and you pull out your firearm to defend yourself, you may have a extra magazine or not. But think about it. Let's say you got a 30 round magazine, you got 30 shots. Let's say you have to retreat out the car. You're not grabbing no magazine because you're not thinking about that. So the MagLink coupler, it allows you to always have that extra magazine. So if you are in a self-defense situation, all you got to do is just eject the magazine and then turn it to the other side. Not turn it, but move it to the other side. And that's it. It's going to be quick and easy to have 2 couple magazines. Now, as I said, for self-defense purposes, I will be running a higher capacity magazine. I would not be running a couple 30-round magazines because guess what? 60 rounds is great. But imagine if you have to defend yourself from multiple people with firearms. You could go out of the 30 rounds quickly, or you could go out of the 40 rounds quickly. If you don't take your target down and they proceed to keep firing at you, you have no choice but to defend yourself. So why not get a couple magazine where you may have an extra 60 because you can now run and have extra ammo. Or if you got the 40 round, you could run and you got extra ammo. Instead of having 40, technically you got 80. Same thing with home defense. If you need to grab your AR-15, you're not bringing no extra magazine. But see, when you come to home defense, once the shooting starts, they run it. They're not going to stand there and fight you. They're going to run because they don't want to get hurt and they don't want the cops to come because you know people won't call the cops. They are going to run. Unless you got something really, really valuable. Let's say they know that you got $1 million in cash in there. They may stay and fight. But when you outside in the public, they would probably run, but watch YouTube. Most likely they would stay and fight. They would try to run and fight. So that's why I think everybody should have a MagLink coupler or a coupler in general. But magpul, you see what you say on the box. P-Mag for 30/40. 30/40. This is what magpul, this is a magpul product. So magpul knows best, right? They know best because it's their product. They know what works and what doesn't work. But I broke the code, magpul. So because I broke this code, y'all should sponsor me. Sponsor your boy. Sponsor me. I broke the code. I did something that y'all didn't even say was possible. And every time I did a review on any coupler, I'm not saying the video is not out there, but all the videos that I watch, and I watched a lot of videos, it's either they got the 30 round or the 40 round. But the reason why I say I broke the code, because this is not a 30 or 40 round. This is a 42 round magazine. Let me flip it over. 42 round magazine. Yes, y'all may say, nah, that's a 40. No, this is a 42 magazine. 42. Now, I'm not going to sit here and count all the ammos. All you got to do is go on Google and type in P-Mags AR-15 42 round magazine. So if you think about it, magpul advertised 30 or 40. But as you can see, you could actually get the 42 round magazine. Look at it. It's stable. It's secured. Nothing is loose. You don't hear nothing shaking. It works. So now think about this way. Let's say you're outside in that same situation. You have one in the chamber. This is 85 rounds that y'all do have. Now, yes, they do have 100 round drums for AR-15s. I just don't like it. It's only because the way the gun sticks out, I don't like it. So basically, when this is into the gun like this, it's fine. But the 100 round drum sticks out like this. So when you run in and you have your 100 round drum, it sticks out like this. And it's just too wide on the sides. That's the main reason why I don't like the 100 round drum. That's why I prefer to have the couple magazine. So if you think about it, if you are in a real life situation and you are outside or in the home, you have 85 rounds at your disposal. At that point, you don't need to take another magazine. Or let's say if you do take another magazine, why not just take 168 rounds? I saw a video the other day where they had a 40 round coupled with a 30 round. Don't know why they just didn't go with 240 rounds, but to each their own. So now I'm going to turn the camera to the other side so y'all can actually see how this look into the gun. So before we do that, this is already released. All right, YouTube, so we are back with the front facing camera so I could show y'all how to clear this gun, and I will show y'all how the coupler look on my AR-15. So off camera, I did put the 10 round magazine back in just to show y'all. So pretty much all you gotta do is press the mag release, comes out. Next, what you wanna do is take the safety off. Now you want to bring back the charger handle, point in the safe direction, fire, and gun is clear. Next, put it back on safety. So the weight of the couplers, it can play a part in everything because they are very heavy. Like when you hold it in your hand, it doesn't feel heavy, but once you insert it into the gun, you will feel that weight difference. So we're gonna put it in. Is in its safe. As you can see, it's in there. It's not going nowhere. So one thing y'all may have to deal with when it comes to this, I don't know how big your hands are, how small your hands are, but with me, my hands are pretty big and long. They're not meaty, but when I hold my firearm, what happens is that. Look how far my finger goes past the trigger guard and halfway onto the magazine. That's pretty long. So that's an uncomfortable feeling. The only time I hold this rifle like that, if I'm holding it like this, or where at some point the weight is just coming down on the firearm. So this is the only time you'll see me holding it like that, because I feel like I have a better grip when I have my finger here. But I did notice there's a gap right here. So what I do is I put my finger in that gap. Now, I don't want people thinking, why you just don't put the magazine on the other side? You won't have that problem. But technically I will, because when I do got to put the magazine back on this side, I don't want to be like this. So right now, I train myself to where I always put my finger right in this gap all the time. So I'd rather start off with the magazine already to the right side and whatnot. So if it came down to it, I could aim it, boom, 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 aim it, boom, 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 aim it, boom, boom, boom. So it's very natural to me now. So if y'all do got bigger fingers, try that method. If you got meaty fingers, try it, see if it's uncomfortable or not. But one thing you don't have to worry about, y'all not gonna fire the gun like this. Y'all not gonna take your middle finger and hold it on a trigger fire. But just try it out. But other than that, as I said, I'd rather 84 rounds than 30 rounds, than 60 rounds, than 80 rounds. So that's just it for me. That's how I look at it, and that's why I think everybody should have at least one. I have 4 more, and I will be buying 3 more Maglink couplers. The reason why I'm buying 3 more, I'm going to buy 14 more 42 round magazines. Now that I know this is possible, I don't want a 30 round magazine. I don't want a 40 round magazine. I want a 42 round. Because with the 42 rounds, y'all may not think about it, but those 4 rounds can make a difference. It can. I'd rather have 4 extra rounds, then reload, than to have the 80, period. Let's say 42, because it makes no sense when I say 80, 84. I'd rather have 2 rounds in the magazine, because what if the 42nd shot was the one that took the person down? Just saying. So I'm going to buy 14 more 42 round magazines, and I'm going to buy 3 more couplers. The reason why, because I'm gonna have all 10 of these magazines coupled together. Then with the other 4, those I'm going to turn into 300 blackout magazines, and I'm going to couple those together, because when I do get my 300 blackout, I don't need 10 magazines. All I need is 2 magazines. All I need is 1. Because remember, my 300 blackout is not going to be for self-defense. I can't get a suppressor here. So, you know, I can't really care about having a 16-inch barrel. But just to make things even, I'm going to get 4 more 5.56 42 round PMags. And before y'all say anything, I saw a lot of videos on YouTube. So pretty much, I don't know if you can see that, there's like these 2 tabs here. So a lot of YouTubers who did this, they filed down the tabs, and then they was able to load 300 blackout in the 5.56 mags. Now the reason why 300 blackout don't fit in these mags, because of these 2 tabs. You see, tab 1, tab 2. So when you do put the 300 blackout in these magazines, they basically be pointed out. They won't be lined up. So one of them will be like facing the bullet. It's gonna be rubbing on the bullet. But if you do file down this tab, I think they got tabs at the bottom, you are able to put 300 blackouts in this magazine. So the reason why I'm going that way, because I can't find extended magazines for the 300 blackout. And as I said, I want to run the same setup as I'm doing with the 5.56. So yes, I'll be running around with 84 rounds in my 5.56 with the 300 blackout. 300 blackout will be my range gun. It won't be self-defense or anything like that, because I'm going to use this for self-defense right here. This one right here. So other than that, y'all, let me know what y'all think about the couplers. Would y'all get one? If y'all would, just put it in the comments down below on why you would or why you wouldn't get one. I would like to hear everybody's feedback on it. I would like to hear why you just don't want a coupler, period. Doesn't have to be MagLink, but MagLink sponsor me. I did break the code. Once again, 42 round magazines. And it's crazy because I just said, I don't really see people putting this on YouTube. It's always the 30 to 40s. That's it. So maybe I'm like one of the first ones to put a 42 round magazine coupled together. I mean, like, I see people do tape and stuff like that, but we ain't talking about tape. We talking about like a product that actually do it, not tape. But y'all get what I'm saying. But you know, no hate to y'all. Do what y'all gotta do. But other than that, y'all, like the video, subscribe, support the channel. Magpul, Block, sponsor your boy. Sponsor me. Peace. One love, y'all.